This is it, guys. We're finally doing this podcast.
About
For
time.
10 years. God damn it.
But I mean, we tried before. We tried, but But
We tried once.
anyways, let's start. Yeah, we tried once and we failed so bad. But anyways, how you guys been? How's your day going, guys?
Oh, it was
Good.
great. Grandma
Yeah,
made me
man, I've just
cupcakes.
been sitting.
Nice.
We're not gonna address what we've been talking about in the other
No,
VC.
no. We will not be
No, we
talking
don't talk
that.
about that.
If
We
you
will
all
not
want
be
to
talking about
join
that.
the conversation, feel free to join our server.
Yeah. Our server, my server will be in the description down below. So, my day's been good. I mean, nothing really crazy. Still in college, so I got to do some
No one
homework.
asked you about your day, though.
Well, but I asked about myself about my day. So,
About
No,
your
you
day.
should have given us a chance, man.
my day, man, and my day.
How was your day
Uh,
going?
But
Yeah.
it's going good. It's going
I
good.
ain't got one.
Yeah, you single?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you're jealous.
Anyways.
Far from it,
Oh
my
my-
dude.
Far from it. You thought you got us there, didn't you?
I know. No, I'm just jealous. I'm wallowing in my loneliness.
He's in the corner in the
Okay.
fetal
You'll get there.
position.
Like normal.
All right.
Debating on taking
Today's
drugs to make
topic,
his
guys.
penis bigger.
That's
Hey, my
crazy.
penis is actually pretty big. All right. I
Oh
think
my
I have the
God.
personality to support it, man.
All right, Geek, what is today's topic?
So the topic is gonna be we're gonna hit it off running. Nobody cares about the Kingdom Hearts thing. Let's go right into space and aliens. Right.
Ooh.
We gotta go right into space and aliens.
Aliens. Space.
Aliens.
It's so
Are they
beautiful.
fuckable?
I can't sing that. That'd be copyright.
Yeah, you can't get copyrighted.
First podcast copywritten.
Copywritten. I gotta get. Okay,
Motherfucking Arab.
so space, guys. Space. What do you guys know about space? We don't know shit. That's what we know.
It's big.
We know so little.
It's big.
empty.
It's juicy.
It's voluptuous.
What you mean by
It's
that?
got a lot of white specks in the sky.
It's also got a lot of black holes.
Endless abyss of
It does.
holes. Holes that'll swallow you right up.
Oh yeah.
I love how
crazy.
that's where our brain goes with space.
But if we're being
I can-
honest, there's no way in hell we are all alone out there, right? If you think about it,
Yeah, no.
space is infinite. Space is infinite. There has to be at least one planet out there that has intelligent life.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like there's bound to be some form of life somewhere in the universe. Like just our solar system alone. Like there's how many solar systems have they actually found so far?
Let me find that out.
Probably thousands.
Because
Are you talking about galaxies or solar systems? Because
Well, I
solar
know they
systems like
still-
up to like Pluto.
no, I know
There's
that,
like-
but even in the Milky Way galaxy, which is where we're at, they still haven't found every little thing in the Milky Way galaxy.
So the latest data was January 19th, 2023, and they have 3,916 solar systems within just the Milky Way.
And none of them have been
Yeah, there's-
confirmed yet with any form of life.
Yep.
See, that's what I
Which
say is
I
bullshit.
still- Yeah, I
There's
still
bound
don't
to be
think
some form of
that's
life.
true. Well, if we're speaking of the news recently, they've people in at least the United States have came on oath saying that there is aliens. So I don't know. It could be a distraction,
Yeah.
but who knows?
This world
I don't.
Earth is full of lies and deceit, so we can't believe shit that they say, but our own
Yeah.
human intuition.
I
But
don't.
it's like Earth
I just loved
Earth
everyone's
cannot
reaction to that.
exactly, and Earth cannot be the only inhabitable planet.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Like
like at least somewhere.
I mean it's just like
Didn't
even
they also say
outside of
Mars?
Mars is the
Yeah, they
closest
also said
inhabitable
Mars.
planet for us if we because we're destroying Earth every day. So it's like
Oh yeah.
we're they already said
Yeah.
that they're trying to make a program that they would start shipping people to Mars to build a civilization. I can't remember what the
Yeah.
project was called.
Yeah.
There's also like
I
another
can't.
thing where they were trying to build a planet. I'm like, so you're building a Death Star.
A Death Star, dude. I would live on a Death
Build
Star.
a planet?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that'd be
the
cool.
name they were gonna name it like Firma or whatever it was. If anything, as dumb as he is, Markiplier knows his space shit.
Markiplier is really smart with his space stuff. I
Oh
mean,
my
have you
gosh.
seen Mark in
Can't
space?
relate,
It was awesome.
Can't relate.
bro.
You live under a rock, Patrick Star. Get with the program.
Yeah. Bro, I haven't done anything with space in so long. Oh, it's insane.
You never built a
All
spaceship
right.
out of Legos?
Yeah.
Does a Halo Pelican count?
Technically, yes.
Because I've done that.
Yeah. I mean,
I used to build guns out of Legos with working magazines.
dude. Well,
I wait, what?
I sent you guys that enchanting table
Oh my
out
god,
of a.
I was never that into like the mechanical side of Lego, but goddamn that enchantment table was insane.
I know. Anyway, wait,
It was
we're getting way
it
off
was
topic.
it was made by aliens. Let's
Yeah,
get that fact straight. It was made by aliens. No
Yeah,
human is smart enough to do that shit.
dude. Some of the theories about aliens, like the aliens made the pyramids. Like, come on, I don't believe in that. Because
crop circles, man.
let's be honest.
Do you
They
believe
Do
that
just
you,
there are
used a fuck
aliens
ton of
among
slaves
us
for that.
though?
do I believe there's
Hmm?
aliens among us? I think so. I think so.
Nah.
Really? You don't think so?
I don't think any alien would look at the humans and be like, "Hey, I want to live among them," or "Hey, let's bother with
Well,
them. We're too
what if it's
fucking stupid for that shit."
well, true. But what if it's like a dumb alien?
A dumb alien,
A dumb alien.
then they wouldn't be good at hiding as a human, unless they're the
Who knows?
specific kind of dumb we are.
Well,
I mean, have you seen Men in Black?
yeah.
There are
Men
some
in
Not in
pretty
a
Black is
dumb
long
scary.
ones.
time.
Um, doesn't mean like the dumbest alien could be the smartest human. So, like, what if Elon's just an alien? That's why he's
That'd be
so
crazy.
big on going.
Honestly,
He's
I
so
would
big
Oh,
on
not
and
be
then
going into
that's
surprised
why I
by
said I
that.
put the like microchips in our brains or something. Bro, trying to control us.
yeah, and that's why he's so like big into space travel because he's trying to get back home.
It's trying to phone home,
Just trying to get
ET
back home.
edition.
We're gonna get canceled for saying
Elon
that. He's gonna like he's gonna send like
Elon
a
Would that
like
Musk.
would
straight.
that turn Twitter? So if Elon Musk was an alien, would that turn like Twitter into like a uh like alien social media website?
Hive mind. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that
The
Twitter is like a
Illuminati
hive
is
mind, bro.
just talking to aliens.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah,
insane.
that's true.
Like aliens on the Illuminati Council,
Right.
bro. They're
It's
basically
like,
controlling
how-
us at this point.
And like one of the
Wait,
biggest mysteries, like I know in space, the black hole is the only thing we've ever been told about the black hole is when it's an exploding star and anything that gets sucked into it goes into a dark abyss. But
yeah, it's
my thing,
even light.
yeah, even light itself. But my thing is it's like there's got to be something on the other side. It can't just disappear.
Yeah,
Like
It's
even
just
feel
if
like
there was no
condensed
light.
mass. Like, it's not necessarily that you leave or something. It's just like, isn't it like gravity just like fucking pulling things in and shit and like keeping it in there? I don't know how to
I
explain
mean,
it.
I've heard the theory that it's technically like it moves you to a different area that's inhabitable with
like
another
it.
star capable of maintaining because it's like if our sun exploded and turned
Yeah,
into a black hole, there was a theory that when our star explodes, that we would just get moved to another sun that would be capable of maintaining our solar system.
yeah. There's also theory like there's also like theories that like a wormholes in space that sends you like to the future and past if you go through it.
Yeah.
Would
Uh,
you
yeah,
survive if
just
you went through it?
huh?
Would you even survive though if you went through something like that?
Probably not. You'll probably go too fast, like and disintegrate.
Probably just
But
fucking die.
yeah,
Well, it's just
but
like in Star Wars lore, traveling light speed is technically dangerous for the human body. Like traveling space alone, even outside of like the Star Wars universe, like the people that train to go to space, the speed that those ships are capable of can technically break the human body.
yeah, that's why they have to have so much padding in their space suits and their seats. It's everything. The spaceship has to be like protected so much from space itself.
And they have to condense so much pressure because it's like in an airplane. Because an airplane doesn't travel to space, but it
Yeah,
goes into a certain part of the atmosphere where the human brain would technically explode,
yeah,
depending on which plane and how high the plane goes. But they have the compressed cabin to where we can travel.
yeah,
A spaceship has to fucking condense, not just to hold the pressure to where a human doesn't fucking combust, but to hold oxygen because there's no
yep,
air. Obviously, there's no oxygen in space.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
it's stupid.
It's
Did you all hear about like because I know you all have heard about like that submarine that fucking
yeah.
crashed. Did you all hear about the space program that they were doing that was like the submarine?
No, I didn't.
So they're doing it and it's made I can't remember if it's made by the same company or not, but they have trained 8 pilots in a specific program and they have trained for years apparently on this, but just like the submarine, they are going and it's $450,000 per ticket for these people to take you into space for a few hours and then bring you back to Earth.
Okay, wait, no, I did hear about that actually. That oh my, yeah.
I'm
The,
telling you
That sounds
this,
dangerous.
it
it
is
is,
because well, when you think about it, astronauts that sit up in like our satellites, so to say,
yes,
they're up there for months, even years at a time, and then when they come back, they have to go through fucking physical therapy
yeah, to get equated back to our
because their
normal life.
muscles are so deteriorated from being in space for so long. So if a human body is going from space back to Earth in a simultaneous pattern, they're going to kill themselves within a few weeks, if not days.
Yeah, It's you gotta think too of just like, especially depending on what materials are made of this. Remember what happened to the submarine? If they try to create shortcuts, that's just gonna be so much lawsuits on their line.
Not even that,
Or
because
Do that.
a submarine doesn't require like a lot of fuel. Like it only
Yeah,
needs fuel to power it to go. A spaceship alone has to have enough power to break through the atmosphere.
yeah, and plus not combust itself.
Because how else are they going to keep those passengers safe? It's pretty much just it is a spaceship that has to travel between atmosphere to space to atmosphere. And who's to think that they like my question is okay, so you go up to space. The earth is rotating as you're in space.
Yeah,
Where the fuck you going to land?
yeah. Are you just gonna make a that? Yeah, are you just gonna make like an up and then straight down? Which I don't
They wouldn't be
think
able to
Which
do
wouldn't
that
even land you in the
because
same spot.
exactly. Yeah,
no, you
exactly. They couldn't do that because you'll be going too fast on reentry and burn up.
Hmm.
exactly.
Well,
Like
yeah.
their thinking process, I'm like, I want to see the entire process of like what they have planned out for this. Because they haven't
It would
released
almost
on what they've done.
it would almost have to be like a flight. Like, you end like let's say you start in the US and then you send off, right? And then you somehow land in like Japan,
Europe.
like going
Yeah.
oh like yeah, going the east way, like east way. Like let's say you're on the West Coast, you go east straight to Japan like that and you go in a U shape.
My thing
That's like
is
the
how do
only
they
thing.
land? How do they land? Because
No,
spaceships when
usually they land in like
the
the
ocean.
like ocean and shit, right?
Yeah.
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 That's my problem is like and then because I'm assuming both of y'all have at least seen one spaceship take off. One rocket
Yeah.
take off. When
I have.
it gets to certain
Well, yeah.
atmospheres, parts of the ship break off for it to gain more speed to break through the
Mhm.
higher the atmosphere. So when it comes down to
Yeah.
Earth, it's technically just a pod.
Yep.
So my question
And
is
those pods aren't that safe because if especially if they land in the ocean, if they land upside down, they are like almost screwed half the
fucked.
time.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
fucked
They are
The
literally
unless
rescue
screwed.
they
party has
have
to come.
people. Yeah, if the rescue party is on site when that happens, then they'll be okay. But most of the time, and then they're still in the spacesuit, which weighs a ton.
Yeah.
They will sink faster as soon as they hit the water.
Yep.
That's where
It's
my
just
logic with it's another submarine incident waiting to happen because all it's going to take is something to malfunction and that spaceship, that fucking rocket blows up on reentry.
yep. I agree with you. I think it's just so stupid. I see. They have to be careful about space and the ocean. Yes, we haven't explored the ocean that much, but we also haven't explored space that much. And you have to have steps to do this. You can't just. That's why we haven't been to the moon in so long either. It's because it was dangerous. It was a dangerous trip. And I
Well,
know the whole
doesn't
controversy
it?
with that.
How long does it take to get to the moon again from Earth?
I think it takes
Let
like
me look it up real
a
quick.
couple hours, I believe. I might be wrong. Maybe like
It depends
Think
on the
it's
ship too.
about 3 days. It's about 3 days.
yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought it
Oh,
was a few days.
Yeah, it was days. It was days. Because you gotta remember,
oh my bad.
it takes us like 10 hours just to get to. Yeah, of course it's faster and everything than a plane. But you gotta remember that's longer. That's a way longer distance than a plane has to travel.
Yeah, because for
But
us in a plane, it would take me about 2.5 hours for me in Kentucky to get to Florida.
yeah,
That
it's
in
a
a
yeah.
plane. So for that ship to go from Earth to the moon in 3 days, you're traveling at a go shit yourself speed.
Yeah. Of course, they're not gonna feel it
That's
as
why
much
they
because
they have to train their bodies
they're
and
in it.
stuff.
Yeah, they're not gonna feel it as much, but it's still gonna be a massive effect. But it's that sounds so dumb.
It is.
That whole thing
It's
is
lit.
that whole
It's another submarine incident waiting to happen, and I feel bad for whoever wastes their money on that ticket. They are literally signing their death warrant. Like
Die.
they're,
yeah.
uh,
I
because
think
as you
okay.
said,
Going back to Markiplier, by the way, didn't he say that he would, if even if there's a 100% chance he would die, he would still take it?
in the song,
So I
he
know.
said, even if they
Yeah,
needed
yeah,
brave
yeah. So I know
volunteers
what mother.
or stupid volunteers, I would be there so fast.
Yeah, I know who's signing. I know who's getting that ticket. God,
He definitely will be.
Well, I
be the
don't know.
first
It
one in that line.
depends because he's not stupid when it comes to the mysterious side of space. So I honestly believe he would want to be a part of like the process as well when it comes to that. Because like even though he's
Yeah.
done stupid shit over his YouTube career, when it comes to things that he is like dying to do, especially when it comes to space and his knowledge of space, I know he's gonna want to take every fucking precaution, especially knowing the submarine incident.
Yeah. I think he will still be very interested in what happened there and want to go see what happens.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
Let's
And
get
I was what?
Oh, I was gonna say we can get into the more hypothetical stuff about space. Let's say there are aliens out there, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
well, what would you guys do
How?
if you were on an alien planet? Like, what would you guys do if you were on an alien planet one day, just woke up there?
I would be
Well,
curious on their
freak the
gaming
fuck out,
setups.
obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Their game. No, the food, man. The food.
The food.
You gotta check out the food first.
You gotta check out the food, bro.
Are there women
What are
things?
those?
You'd be the first human to eat alien
How
cuisine.
can you
There
tell
it is.
between male and female?
Yes. What are
Well,
the
well, you fuck them both, and then you see which one you like more, obviously.
Nah.
And if it feels the same, then oh fuck, you may have just had sex with a male alien twice. God.
We be the next Star Lord, just fucking everything and being like, you
Oh
step with
God.
the whatever that tentacles for teeth,
Dang.
man.
Dang.
God.
Oh my god.
All
Hey,
right.
Star
That's
Lord got
funny.
game.
He does got game. But obviously I would want to see like
Yeah.
like how their technology is also greater than ours.
Yeah, going on a serious note, it would be just seeing how they would live life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be a futuristic Japan. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I feel like their technology would be it's either two things. Their technology is way greater than ours, or they're still in the past of us. Like still trying to build up what we built so
Yeah.
far, which isn't a lot
Like
if you think about it.
I was gonna say, everyone is always like aliens are probably so much more technologically advanced than us, and aliens might be still in like the Stone Age or something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
Like
depends
because
on
it's
the
not
species.
necessarily like
Because
Yeah,
technically it's like different races for Earth. There could be different races and species of aliens. So it's going off of what you two are saying. It's like half of them may be in the Stone Age, half of them may be in the high tech advanced technology, and some of them may just be exactly where we are.
yeah.
so
I
we
feel
were
like
talking earlier
it
how
could be the same.
all right, so we were talking earlier how like space travel is so difficult, right?
Yeah.
Do you think like realistically, just like assuming that the government's been lying to us, that aliens would have enough resources on one planet to create some kind of like space travel that would actually be efficient.
Hmm. Huh.
It's kind of tough because it's just like I don't believe we honestly have the technology to fully travel in space. I don't.
I don't think we
I'm
do
not.
yet.
I don't believe. Yeah, yet is the key word. I don't believe we have it like currently. I do believe like in the science world, I do believe our technology is definitely more advanced than where it was when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I do not believe it is where it should be. Like
I
for
don't
what
think
they're
we
go
I
ahead.
was like, I don't think we can do. I don't think we can do like human life traveling to space. I don't think that's an option. Like drones and stuff, yeah, that's fine because it's not gonna produce like any casualties. But
I have another
as of
question. Um, I was gonna say if we can't do like us traveling, right? What about the idea of like what was it like cryogenic sleep,
Well, even then, it's
where we
just
have like an
we are
automated
nowhere.
system?
So you, what's
yeah,
that fucking movie called?
Fuck. Are you talking about the one where like Chris Pratt's the main guy?
hmm
Are you talking about that
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
I don't. And oh
um,
fuck,
Because their cryopods
Geek, when you're editing this
malfunction.
later,
That's
pull it
why.
up.
yeah. Let me see.
Um. Well, anyways, it's just like that. The problem with that is that the technology in that movie is still so much far more advanced than where we are currently. That's the
Yeah,
problem. Even if we had, which I know we kind of have that technology right now, but we have it to for preservation. We don't have it for like high intense travel. There is a huge
yeah.
difference, and
Oh,
it's like
it's called the passenger.
that's what
It's
it
called the
is.
passenger.
Oh, the passenger. All
It
right.
was like another movie that also has stupid technology in it, and it's an older movie with Bruce Willis, Fifth Element. Geek, you may have seen it. I don't know about Sorax.
Maybe.
It's an older movie with Bruce Willis, but in that
I
one
mean,
they don't get like their pod. They don't really have pods. They get into like this giant like it's like a cruise ship, but it's a space cruise. But when they get into their quote unquote bed, the attendants come around and push a button and it puts everyone that room to sleep for travel. They don't get in sucked into some sort of liquid. It just immediately something just triggers the brain to where they just pass out.
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's
like I
like
remember seeing.
something like that could happen, but it's again way beyond the technology, and there are aliens in that movie.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think in our lifetime we will have anything like that. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe at the end of our lifetime,
Oh, I don't
but
believe in my lifetime that I'll ever see any kind of like Star Wars type technology in
no,
this fucking
definitely not.
lifetime. I do no. And that's the technology we need for actual safe space travel. Like
Yeah, safe space travel, stuff like that.
you don't even need
But
light speed. You just need the safe space travel. That's all you need.
yeah, if you can get space like safe space travel, that's all you really need right now. At least to explore our own like solar system.
Yeah, and it doesn't even need to be
We
like
don't even know our own solar system.
exactly. It needs to be as safe as
Geek,
like
can you look
flying a
up?
plane.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh,
Can I look
sorry.
up what?
Geek, can you look up what the closest solar system to ours is and how far away it is?
Ooh, that is a
Yeah.
good question because I don't know that one.
So closest solar
Yeah.
system to Earth. It is the Alpha Centauria. It is about 40 billion. Well, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of numbers. It's about 40 billion kilometer. 40,000. 40,000 billion kilometers. Yeah, a long ways away. Let's just say that.
Yeah, a while. So if we were, so yeah, we would just be able, in my mind, what we the first hurdle is exploring our own solar system, and then we would have to try to explore other solar systems outside of that eventually. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, definitely not. Because you gotta remember, it's so hard for us right now to explore our own solar system. Trying to get like there too, it's just too much for right now.
Yeah. Um, I'm
Let's
trying to
see
come
what
up with more
else. But
questions.
yeah, it's just
It's
space.
we could.
Space overall is just scary.
It's just like
It is
because the closest
scary.
thing we can explore is the ocean, because that's a mystery in itself.
Well, like, and plus the ocean is kind of like space travel in a way because of that pressure down there. And
Oh
if
my
you
gosh!
like what happened with
Trained
the submarine,
astronauts.
like rest in peace with them. But it exploded once they hit a certain depth, and because they didn't do the proper safety like they should have. And
Exactly. And that like goes to like the mysterious of the ocean, like I think it's called the Death Sea, or the death the
yeah,
because that's part of the
uh,
ocean that no human is physically capable of actually diving into,
yeah,
and it is so deep and dark, and the salt condensity of that water, those waters are so thick that we can't even swim in it. We just float. You dive in and you come
yep.
flying out of the water.
So the
I
deepest known point that we have actually traveled is about, let's see, 10,900 meters down.
and I know for a fact that's not the deepest.
Yeah, it's definitely not
That
the
just
deepest. The deepest a human can dive is about 1,000 feet.
And that's if they're
That's
trained.
it.
If you put an
Yeah, if they're
average Joe
trained,
down there,
have
yeah.
they
good
will
gear.
get lucky to hit 500 feet, much less 300.
Yeah, they would like you
Mhm.
gotta think decompression sickness, like
How
so many
many
injuries happen like
I think it's called free diving, where
uh
they
what's
it's
it?
like a long rope that they kind of just swim
Oh, I think I know.
or pull themselves
Deepest free
down.
dive
I think it's free dive. I
is about,
cannot remember.
yeah, it's free dive. The
Okay.
maximum depth reached by anyone in a single breath is 702 feet. That is amazing actually.
And the
This record
dangerous
was
part
set 2007.
the dangerous part about free diving is they can't just come straight up from that, even if they're
No,
losing the ability to hold their air. They have to sit at certain feet and wait for their body to decompress and then move up slowly, because they can't just fly out of the water to catch their breath, because then their body's going their ribs
their
will cave
their
in on
lungs would,
itself.
yeah, their lungs would just
Yeah.
either expand too fast or collapse in, collapse in themselves.
Uh, that would be some like
It's
messed up form of execution. That's where my mind went with
it's
that.
yeah, it's scary to think about. Same thing with like space though. If you think of like if you step outside that spaceship without anything on, you will literally freeze to death
Within
so fast
seconds.
Yeah,
within seconds. And you also
Like,
got to think
that's why
of like
watching
the
that.
harmful
What
you
movie was that? That was it was like Guardians of the Galaxy where the
uh
guy was like alive for
Guardians.
multiple
Yeah,
like
Guardians of
it
the
was like
Galaxy.
45 seconds. I was like, that's bullshit.
Who? Star
I'll
Lord?
Bro
look
would have
it
been
up.
dead instantly. Yeah, it was like one of them.
Well, no, it was Star
Like,
Lord, but what you got to realize is Star Lord was part ancient. Like he's not completely
Oh,
well, yeah,
human.
that and Yondu froze like pretty quickly, right? But you could still tell he's
yeah.
like kind of like it was not instant like how it would be.
Well, you also got to think of the whole alien species on different things, and you got to consider all that shit.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
So,
So without
bull
with
crap.
like this is in space. Without air in your lungs, blood will stop sending oxygen to the brain. You'll pass out in 15 seconds. 90 seconds after exposure, you die. So I mean, a minute and a half. So it's about realistic, actually.
Really? I thought it was just like you die
It's
like if
well, you gotta remember it. You still have heat inside of you. It's gonna obviously
Do
take
you
like
know
a
there
few
is a
seconds.
distance from the sun, right? Where if you're out in space, right, that you could just like sit there probably,
well, if
or
you have
maybe
the
I don't know, maybe I'm
oxygen,
being
No,
stupid. If you're close
yeah.
enough,
Well,
if you have oxygen and you just go out and you're close enough to the sun, would it keep you warm enough
it's not the
to
fact
just
that it
like
won't
be right
keep you
there,
warm
or
enough.
is it because there's no
It,
atmosphere?
well, that it's the fact that you'll die because of the UV, all the radiation that the sun produces. The only reason we're safe from that, the only radiation I think that gets through is UV light because that's when we get tan and stuff. But you gotta remember there's gamma radiation. What other
not even
radiation? Let me
that.
look at
You got to worry about that gravitational pull.
that. That is also true.
Oh, yeah, you're just gonna die if you get too close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if that's because that's the other part of space travel is the gravitational pull of other planets, suns, and stars. Like
Mm,
y- you will get fucked one way or another.
yeah.
Because it's like
Uh,
if you go to look at Star Wars and look at the designs of the ships, they actually have thrusters on the sides of the ship to keep it in place from the gravitational pull. And plus they also have a force field that negates uh gravitational pull from planets and stuff.
yeah. It's
mm,
That's the technology we need to have in order to have safe space travel. I know it's way like Star Wars is way beyond all that shit,
yeah,
but it's like if we're really wanting to explore space the way the stupid human brain wants to, that's what we need.
yeah.
yeah.
It's we're nowhere near it.
I know the chat is going to blow up with, well, you need to sit here and realize the schematics of a ship. And I'm like, no, it's common sense.
Yeah, it is.
God.
It's like we're just so we- we're just so like far back that we would never see that, and it is sad that I will probably never see that in my lifetime because I would
It,
love this like safe space travel. And I would love to see space, but I know that that's not gonna happen in my lifetime.
I hope one of
Yeah.
my kids, grandkids, great, whatever generation, hopefully they are not as stupid as me, but they get to see all
Become an
that shit
astronaut.
later on down the road. Yeah, to be able to explore the unexplorable, so to say.
Hmm. Isn't that why they call it the final frontier?
Yeah. For
Technically,
sure.
because you're not. It's like going to war. You are not guaranteed to come back.
Yep.
Hmm.
You are not guaranteed. Like say they do have safe or at least safe-ish space travel, and I'm like 80 years old. I'm definitely getting in that. I would definitely get on that if I was like 80 years old.
I'm 80 years old, and like how Mark Ply was saying in his song, if there's like a just like a 99% chance you're gonna die up in space, I'm like 80. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take that shit. That'd be a cool ass way to go,
Yeah, it's
bro.
like I'm taking it. So if you guys ever saw like the what do you call it? Magic School Bus episode where they fly. I'm pretty sure it's the first episode. They fly off to space. There's so many things wrong with that because it's a TV show. But
Miss Frizzle is a goddess, so it's like she controls and
yeah,
manipulates time and space.
she's literally
Can't
that
look at
magic
that
must
Magic
be
School Bus
anything.
the same ever since the what was it the Meat Canyon episode.
Oh
I
my
can't.
god!
That scarred me.
But I watched I think it was a film theory about it because I just wanted to see it and it. Dude, she killed those kids the instant she got close to that sun.
Not
I
to
think
Because
she
mention that
it's
had killed him
not. It's
before
just
that.
not. Wait,
Magic
what?
School Bus versus God.
That's crazy.
God.
Um,
Versus the laws of physics.
yeah, that Magic School Bus can literally create
Solo, your
pocket
favorite
dimension.
verse.
Yeah,
Sora versus the Magic
you got.
School Bus.
School bus
I
solos
got the
all the way.
Magic School Bus. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
School Bus solos.
Dude, it would turn like see the Magic School Bus would literally turn into a Keyblade, and Miss Frizzle would just be whacking Sora with
Oh
it.
my god, that would be her key. The damn bus. Oh my
The
god.
bus. Oh my
I
god!
need
Somebody,
one. I need one
somebody,
of you two to make that video now.
if
Not
somebody,
seen
if
in
somebody
March.
out there can make a concept art of Miss Frizzle wielding the Magic School Bus Keyblade and send it to me, I will shout you out on everything.
I think we just found out who the master is. It's Miss
actually
Frizzle.
It's
The
Miss
fucking
Frizzle.
it's
Oh my
all
god!
come together. It's been in front of us all this time.
That Miss Frizzle taught Master Yin said.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh!
The conspiracy theories, man. Now we're getting off
Oh
topic
my
again, but I
god!
love it.
Sorry, we just had to
Hold on,
remind
it's still-
everyone that we're Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yeah, it was still Kingdom Hearts, friends. That's
Don't worry, we'll
see,
have
that's
we'll have
going
podcast episodes with that later.
going back going back
God.
to space and let's bring Kingdom Hearts into that, bro. When people say that like each world is a planet, right? I'm gonna get kind of like into power scaling a little bit off topic, but still, when people say the worlds, right? In Japanese, they say one word and it could mean planets and like the universes and etc. You gotta think of it. If each Disney World, aka universe, has its own sky around it and it doesn't affect any other Disney worlds, I don't know. I don't understand how people don't like actually see that and be like, "Oh yeah, that makes them universes and not just planets." Because if they were planets, they would get affected by the other. It's
That's not to
Aren't,
mention
like,
it's like it's the mysterious of space itself too, because it's just like the gummy ship has the capability of flying light speed.
yeah,
So just because Sora is flying around in a smaller area that is for video game purposes, we technically don't know how long they are actually traveling story-wise to get to each world
yeah,
and how fast they're going. Not to mention there's time travel involved in Kingdom Hearts. There's like world manipulation as you're pointing out,
and
like
speaking
go
about
ahead.
time travel, is they have to when they time travel in the at least in the pods, right? They have to go beyond light speed. They have to shed their physical form because it's just they're moving so fast throughout time to get to their destination. They're just a heart, and then they have to get recompleted by the memories, the objects that they have. So to say that no character is beyond light speed in Kingdom Hearts is just stupid is and I don't know how.
So off topic.
Yeah, it is so
We're
off
still
topic.
talking about
This is
space.
yeah, this is
I
this
mean,
is like the
some of it.
but it's like
Kingdom Hearts will be brought in one way or another.
It has to be. It
Yeah.
has to be. That Kingdom Hearts is what we are, guys.
Us trying to bring
Yeah.
But,
My
Sora into a
friend said
creepy
I'm not
pasta,
even.
that'll be.
I was gonna
oh,
say one of my friends who's not into Kingdom Hearts said that I'm not even like me anymore. I'm just Kingdom Hearts. That's me now. So I'm like, yep.
But as you were saying about the quote unquote worlds, it's just that's kind of how I feel about like the different solar systems, because each solar system has its own gravitational pull by its own sun and everything else included, with more planets or less planets than our own. It's just like everything has its own time.
yeah, and it's like even if each universe is there, like, because you got to remember they're each like Disney stories, and it wouldn't make sense if they were. Some people say that all the Disney planets are like just one Earth, just split into multiple thing, because they get the sense of like, oh, the fairy tale lands, they got split because they were all together and then they got split into different worlds. That's not how that works because they're different time in the same. It's
Well,
hard
no,
to talk about, but
Kingdom Hearts 1 explained it. It's like all the worlds were connected by the keyhole. They were connected by they
yes,
were separated by the chains, and the darkness broke the chains that separated the worlds. That's
yeah,
because that separation caused them to have their own time, their own day and night, their own
their
space.
own other planet and stuff. They literally have other dimensions in those other. It's like you got to remember too about the data worlds too. Data worlds are their own universe, like pocket universe, like micro universes inside of everything. So just think of like a universe, right? Think about think about the wider world, like the gummy ship sections. Let's think of that as one big circle, right? You gotta think inside that circle. There's gonna be like any other circles, right? And they're each their own universe with their own set of time, with their own flow, and everything. And then you gotta think about inside those circles. There's also little other circles about data and about memories and about light. And don't even get me started on the realm of light or realm of darkness, because that's its own circle outside of the bigger circle.
Well, it's just like our own solar system. Like the Earth has a day and night, its own time. Even and the other planets have their own day and night, their own time, because of each world runs at its own speed. Each planet doesn't just rotate around the sun at the same speed that we do. They rotate at different speeds. And it's the same with uh like Kingdom Hearts. It's just like each world has their own time, their own way of their own flow throughout the universe.
Yeah, and some other statements that gets like that that tells us that its own universes is the statement in Birth by Sleep where the grand councilwoman knows that, oh yeah, I'm the overseer of all the universe, but she doesn't know that there's other like she knows of like a few statements, but she doesn't know that there's other Disney worlds out there. She does not know that.
Yeah, the
And the
Disney
only
worlds
reason
is what
that
she knows. I think she actually does know, but because of the protection of, because she says something along the lines of like the protection of like privacy or protection, like it's something along the lines, but I think she knows, but because they're under a specific guideline, she doesn't say. That's just me though.
nah, because that would mean there are planets, and I don't agree with that.
Well, that's your opinion. I
They
have
are
mine.
their own universe. So you
Well, I mean,
think okay, yeah, then
what?
you're downplaying Sora then and all of them.
I'm downplaying Sora.
But if you think about it, if they're not universes, that means you gotta descale everybody, which I don't, because they're
Well, no,
not like they're their own universe.
well, no. What I'm saying is like the ships in Lilo and Stitch are capable of light speed. It's just like Star Wars. They are able to travel to different parts of space, and who knows where they may end up. That's the thing. And the thing about light speed is there is Star Wars. I don't know if y'all heard that there was one time this ship was traveling light speed. It actually broke through and landed in a dimension, and they couldn't get out. It broke their ship, and
You're
they were
talking about
stranded.
basically like what the Flash
Uh,
does. It's popping into
yes,
different multiverses.
yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's the danger side of light speed, and it's like,
That's okay. I get what you're saying now.
yeah, that's where I'm
You're
saying
talking
the
about breaking.
councilwoman. Yes, that's where my brain
So
goes.
yeah,
It's like
okay, that's
I'm
it.
not downplaying Sora. It's I do believe she may know a little bit more what is being let on just because of my brain and how I process things.
So what I think when you mean that is that she knows of more powerful figures out there, just not in her own reality, basically. And
Yes.
because you got so the only reason that Maleficent knows about other worlds and stuff is because of because of Xehanort actually and Terra and
Yeah,
stuff
it's
like that. And
yes.
so so because of that, that's why she becomes a a greater threat to
Influence,
every
yes.
world because she can bring those powerful Disney villains to one place and have them cause havoc between every universe out there, not just their own.
Yeah, and
Because they
that's
don't give
why I
a
believe
fuck
the
about.
councilwoman like knows, so she stays
Because
clear of that.
yeah, because you got to think, what do you call it? Ariel's dad knows about that too. King Trident, Trident.
Well, I think in Kingdom Hearts they make that trident have more power than what
Then he
actually
showed up.
is.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the fact that he immediately knew about the Keyblade and shit like that, I'm like, okay, your trident, I think you little fucker, I think you got some shit in that fork of yours that you're not telling me.
Yeah. It's we got really off topic, but
Split halfway
we got
through
kind of
that.
off
Not gonna lie,
topic. We
Oh, we
just
noticed.
lost.
I was trying to
We just
follow
lost you.
along, but I'm like, I don't know. You guys lost
We
me.
just
I
lost
was
you.
like, all right.
Geek and I really geeked out for a moment.
Yeah,
Listen,
we
man.
really geeked out on Kingdom Hearts.
That was
One of these
our
days, we're just
I,
gonna.
I understood some of it.
that was our geeky rant of this podcast. Now moving on.
Yeah, that was our
By
closing
the way,
statements. Geeky closing statements.
is yeah, are we getting around the time for the Q&A or
Well, I think
Yeah.
did
he was
you
one
say?
because we want to do a few closing statements on like the aliens and space stuff, and then he was gonna try
Oh
to
yeah,
get that side of stuff set up. I guess
Yeah.
my
all right,
closing
yeah.
So
statement is space is so cool.
wow.
Is that it?
That was
Yes.
I was like waiting for you to go on, but it's like, no, we're just gonna stop it. It's cool.
Yes.
Uh, space is
Markiplier, do not
equally
copyright me, please.
Space is cool.
space is
It's
cool. No, I
so
was gonna say space
beautiful.
is. Oh my god.
The elegance.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get
No. We're
copyright.
gonna get copyright. No. We're gonna get copyright.
Yeah, we're gonna stop you, Aragorn, or else we're gonna get copyrighted.
Markiplier, shout me out.
Oh yeah,
Shout
he's
you out.
definitely gonna do that. He has
Oh,
no.
I know
He
he
has no.
Like
will.
We
he's
even
definitely
exist.
gonna see this
We don't.
video
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Any closing statements, Thorax?
space is equally as cool or as equally interesting as it is terrifying. Sorry, everyone fucked me up. Uh, and first thing I do with an alien is try to fuck it. All right, that's my closing statements.
I kind of the same thing. I feel like space. I would love to explore it, but it is terrifying, and we have to have safe precautions to go explore it.
I just
But
wish
all right,
if we had the capability, I would drop the money down to actually like do it.
oh, definitely. I would definitely
Definitely.
do it too. If I also had the money too. But all right, I think this concludes our podcast for today. We'll see you
Next
later.
week, sneak
All
peek,
right.
creepy pasta.
Oh yes, creepy pastas. You better become prepared
No,
for
no, no,
some
no, no,
creepy
no.
pastas.
More specific, they're gonna be teaching me all
Oh
about
yeah,
creepy
this
pastas.
this little
Yeah,
guy
this dude doesn't.
doesn't know anything about creepy pastas.
Yeah, no, I've never gotten into it.
We're gonna give him a plate of spaghetti while he enjoys some creepy pasta.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Leave a
Dang, all right.
comment saying leave a comment saying your best space adventure that you want to be on. Like, just comment whatever you want. All right. Well, hope everybody has a great day and stay geeky.